Ever wondered where athletes go when they want to make it rain? In the desert. Welcome to Saudi Arabia, where sports stars don't just chase glory, they chase bank vaults. Billion-dollar deals, world-class events, and rumors hotter than a camel's armpit in August. Picture this. It's May 2024. The Jeddah coastline is ablaze with fireworks, and a swarm of drones buzzes overhead, spelling out the kingdom's ambitious goal. Saudi Arabia, home of sporting events and ATMs for athletes, a vision that's rapidly becoming a reality, backed by the deep pockets of state-owned oil giant Aramco and the $700 billion Saudi sovereign war chest, the Public Investment Fund. Football, golf, F1 racing, tennis, boxing, cricket, pro wrestling, even esports, you name it, Saudi Arabia's got its fingers in the pie. Is this smart business or just sports washing? Time to find out. December 2022. Out of nowhere, Cristiano Ronaldo, apparently tired of being merely rich and famous, decided to become obscenely rich and famous by joining Al Nassr in the Saudi Pro League. His contract? A cool $200 million per year. It's like he discovered oil in his backyard, except the oil came to him. This move sent shockwaves through the football world, sparking a frenzy of big-name signings that made the European transfer market look like a yard sale. Next up, Karim Benzema, the 2022 Ballon d'Or winner, moving to Al Ittihad for $100 million annually. Then, Neymar, the Brazilian sensation, joined Al Hilal for around $90 million per year. Do the math, just these three superstars have signed combined contracts worth nearly $600 million. It's a shopping spree that makes Black Friday look like a lemonade stand. The rumor mill's been working overtime. Who's next on Saudi Arabia's wish list? Mohamed Salah is a hot target. Imagine the Egyptian king trading Liverpool red for Saudi gold. And Kylian Mbappe? There's a rumored $1 billion offer on the table. That's not a typo. That's just Saudi Arabia's idea of a starter salary. Though Mbappe didn't bite, you have to wonder if it's just a matter of time. It's like Saudi Arabia is throwing the world's most expensive party, and every superstar athlete has an invite. Even Lionel Messi, the GOAT himself, almost went for the Saudi deal of a lifetime, $400 million per year to play in the Saudi Pro League. That would have made him the highest paid athlete in history. More than Ronaldo, Neymar, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, you name it. In a twist, Messi chose Inter Miami for the lifestyle, family comfort, and a sweet business deal to get a part of the Apple TV revenue from MLS broadcasts and a stake in Adidas partnerships. But football isn't the only sport in Saudi Arabia's crosshairs. Enter LIV Golf, the disruptor that turned the golf world upside down. Back in 2021, when LIV was just a fledgling league funded by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, the idea of poaching top PGA players seemed like a pipe dream. By 2023, LIV Golf didn't just poach, they bought the whole circus. Stars like Phil Mickelson, Brooks Koepka, and Dustin Johnson cashed in on contracts as fat as $200 million. And then came the shocker, a merger with the PGA Tour. Overnight, Saudi Arabia went from golf outsider to insider with more influence over the sport than anyone else. They didn't just buy into golf, they bought a seat at the table and a throne to go with it. But how about boxing? Heavyweight showdowns like Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. have already electrified Saudi arenas, and even the main event is yet to come. Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk is in the works. Two of the world's top heavyweights facing off in Saudi Arabia on December 21st, 2024. We're not just talking about belts or glory, this is about cold, hard cash. The prize purse, a whopping $150 million, largely funded by Saudi's Public Investment Fund. Fury will pocket 70% of the total, that's $105 million. Usyk is not exactly going home empty-handed either, with $45 million. Not bad for one night in the ring, right? In the MMA world, Saudi's throwing punches too. they've poured $100 million into the Professional Fighters League, PFL, setting up a rivalry with the UFC. The ultimate goal? Make Saudi Arabia a prime destination for MMA bouts, training camps, and fighter development. Imagine a future where every top MMA fight has to make a pit stop in the kingdom, a world where the next Conor McGregor is crowned in Riyadh. But it's in motorsports, specifically Formula One, where Saudi Arabia has made some of its most audacious and expensive moves. They're outpacing regional rivals like Bahrain, Qatar, and the UAE in a wider push to establish the Persian Gulf as a racing hub. As one insider put it, no country in the world is investing in motorsports as much as Saudi Arabia. Since 2021, the F1 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix has transformed Jeddah streets into a global racing spectacle, and the country continues to host the grueling Dakar Rally. Picture high-octane racing, sandstorms, and roaring engines. Saudi Arabia is going all out to put itself on the motorsports map. Aramco, the kingdom's flagship oil company, has been throwing money at the Aston Martin F1 team since 2021, while the Saudi Public Investment Fund has increased its stake in the car manufacturer to over 20%. In 2018, F1 and Aramco entered into a 10-year partnership deal worth about $45 million a year. And there's a $500 million racing circuit under construction in Qiddiya, a mega project near Riyadh that's part city, part tourism, sport, and entertainment zone. Some whisper it's only a matter of time before Saudi Arabia bids for the entire F1 franchise. Liberty Media Corp bought it for $4.6 billion in 2017, and its value has skyrocketed since then, thanks in part to the Netflix series Formula One: Drive to Survive, supercharging the sport's global popularity. Rumor has it that in 2022, Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund explored making a $20 billion bid to take over Formula One. So why is Saudi Arabia throwing around money like they've got a cheat code for an ATM? One word: influence. It's like they're trying to rebrand from oil barons to sports sultans. Is this sports washing? Are all these mega deals and high-profile events an attempt to gloss over human rights issues and controversial political actions? Think back to the murder of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi in 2018, or Saudi Arabia's overall human rights record. By owning the world of sports, Saudis aim to reshape global perception, turning headlines about its policies into highlights of Ronaldo's goals and Formula One races. From Russia hosting the World Cup to China hosting 2 Olympic Games, Saudi Arabia is hardly alone in sports washing. But Saudi Arabia is taking this tactic to a whole new level given the unprecedented amount of money they spend. The Saudis may be sports washing, but the charge misses the Saudi leadership's larger goal: to convince the world that Saudi Arabia is not just the world's largest gas station, but also an important player in a variety of other fields, including sports. Saudis say this isn't just a PR stunt, it's an economic strategy with a long-term goal and a part of their Vision 2030. Only time will tell whether this massive sports project will build a sustainable, diversified economy and truly transform the kingdom's image, or crumble under controversy and extravagance. What do you think? Is Saudi Arabia scoring the sports goal of the century, or is it just kicking a very expensive ball down the road? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a beat, because there's a lot more to come from the world of sports.